So hello everyone. I am filming here on Instagram live as well as my YouTube channel of how I made the teddy bear snow globe. So I wanted to know if details. Oop, let me see if I can get them in here as well. So I wanted to know how I make them. I won't say it's easy because it took me a couple of tries and definitely trials and errors. I'm using 80 on the, what's this, the hardener. Yeah, 80 on hardener, and I'm also using 80 on the resin. The bear can take more than that, but I just needed to. Oh, my hand is in the way. I just pretty much need this to be filled up past his in between his legs part, because in order to put the hole, to have the hole, I have to make sure my nickels are submerged to pretty much like this to get it up high enough so where it's though I could be able to make a hole, and also to create water to make it into a snow globe. Yes, I have gloves for everything. It's just right now I don't have any gloves on. So please make sure you wear your proper face gear, gloves, everything, all your safety precaution materials. So now I'm about to do just about 80 on the on the resin. I just did the hardener, and then I'm about to do and this customer wants an all black, almost like she said a Wednesday theme. So she picked out half pearls, I believe this is strawberry. She picked out strawberries, and I'm gonna throw some pearls in there, little whole pearls, a doggy paw, these little silver beads, and some glow in the dark powder. She said, give it a little glow. I said, okay, it's not a problem. And I'm also going to throw in some of this because I'm all out of white. So she didn't want pink, and the only other one I have is orange and blue. So maybe I can convince her to do a little orange. But here's my all black mica powder. This is what she wants. She wants a solid black teddy bear. She didn't want the pink one anymore, so this is my A. This is the rose gold she eventually had picked out the first time. She didn't mind that it had a little rose gold overcast. She said as long as you can still shake it up and see that it's snow glowed on the inside. Yeah, it has a little. I'm not understanding why it did this, because this was a one pour up until the last layer, to where I told you that I had to create a pocket to make the belly. This doesn't, I thought I did put glow in the dark in. She wanted glow in the dark, but then when she noticed it didn't have glow in the dark, so she was like, can I just get an all black one, because it didn't have a glow in the dark. So, but it does have a pearl. She asked for butterflies, and it's got this powder, but it's in clear. Oh, and she has a paw print that she picked out of her choice, and 2 small versions of this little kitty cat. So I let the customers pick their little charms that they want in there. Sometimes they ask me to pick the charms. This is my third bear, as you probably seen on my Instagram and on my YouTube. This is my third bear. The first one was the chunky glitter. Excuse me. The first one was a chunky glitter, was a fail because the resin started cracking away at his feet. So when I noticed that the resin and the UV resin, the epoxy and the resin started deteriorating, so that's when I noticed that the bear wasn't going to hold. But when I did the solid blue one without the glitter on the outside, it held. The customer had wanted this, but when I, on me, I forgot to put the glow in the dark glitter in the inside. So she was like, "Oh well, so if it don't glow in the dark, can I just go ahead and just get a new one?" But she still wants this one, but she wanted an all black one. She said a Wednesday kind of one, so she wants an all black one, but she definitely wants to glow in the dark inside. So she still wants everything that's inside of here, but she wants it to look darker, but with glow in the dark stuff. So that's what we're gonna attempt to do today. Excuse me, clearing my throat. It's a little itchy. So right now what we're ready to do is put the A with the B. Again, got this off of Amazon. It's supposed to be a chocolate mode, but instead of me doing it for chocolate, I'm doing it for resin. Oh, and also to speed my process up as well, I have a heated mat. So what normally would take me 24 hours to 72 hours, I have a heated mat, so which will harden my stuff up a little faster. So I have that. So to create the belly, the Snow Glow belly, what I do is turn one of these measuring cups right here, turn it inside out, put it inside the belly in the middle of where I want it. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it creates an egg shape. But hey baby, how was work? Good. That's my son just getting home from work. So what I do is create so where there is no pocket, but yet at the same time there, okay, there you go. So I will try to show you this. See, just to get it in there so that way I get a nice perfect circle. So once I get the perfect circle and get everything going, the resin is hard and everything I want it, and then come back with the clear, then I just go take this little film. This is actually a Cricut box, the little using your Cricut machine or circular machine to create boxes and stuff. You cut this down. Of course, it has a little scale on both sides. Cut it down to the shape that I need to fit inside of here. And that's how I make my cover. And I use UV resin to harden around the circle. And then once that's fully hardened, then I go back and then I make more epoxy and coat it over top. And then the bear is done. So let's go ahead and get these two in. I'm going to get this A and this B. I'm sorry if I'm blocking the camera. I don't have all that fancy equipment like you guys do. I mean, I try not to post too much because people criticize my voice or how I do things. But hey, this was because a customer asked to see the steps and process. Okay, so I got all my A in there. And yes, I scrape every last crumb. Again, like I said, this customer, she wants a solid black. She wants a Wednesday theme. She's already picked her ribbon out to go around her neck. So she wanted like a necktie type of thing afterwards. I have a fan and my window opens. I can have a mask on, but I can't because I can't breathe in it. And, I wear glasses, and then I start sweating, and my glasses and stuff starts fogging up. So I had the fan directly on my face. or on my side, so it's blowing the scent away from my face. And I have all my windows open up in my room. So my office is in my room. So I'm currently freezing. I'm here in DC. And I'm currently freezing so I can show this on my Instagram as well as my YouTube. So I really pretty much don't do measures. I just shake to get that dark. To get that rich, deep black look that she wants. I'm going to show you in a minute. I try to say my best self, stay on camera. Again, I don't have all that fancy equipment like you guys do. I'm just doing my best what I have in my home. See, there go that rich black. My pocket's not as deep as you guys are. Hey, if you guys like what you see and how this thing might turn out, please like, subscribe, and follow. As many of you guys I follow of channels that I've watched. So I'm turning the heat mat on. It only has one setting. It's just on or off. So I just turn it on and turn it to the highest one. I'm using a regular cup. I know I have a mixing cup, but it doesn't give me the size that I need. So I went with this. And it says 1 cup. I probably could put it in there, but it doesn't do right for me. Okay, look at that. It's giving her that rich black look that she wanted. So again, the nickels is just in there to weigh the cup down. Yes, I'm scraping off all of it because everybody know the resin is not cheap. It is very expensive. And I have my alcohol wipes, hand sanitizer wipe, alcohol wipes, and I just wipes it off because I may need it again. And I just reuse this cup. So what I do is, for right now, until I'm ready to use it again, I just spray it with some alcohol. This is 91% alcohol. And I'll put my gloves back on and then go back and use the alcohol wipe and to clean the cup out because I'm using that again. Because even though oh, let me not sit on there too long. Even though these cups have the same measurements, like I don't know if you can see it, like the 20 is here, the 20 is a little higher on this cup. And even though the measurements are the same, but they're not in the same position. So I use this more than anything versus this because I can get more out of this cup than I can out of this cup. And I don't know, this cup is taller, but this cup is shorter, but I get more use out of this cup than I would out of this. And even this is a silicone cup, but I like these cups a little better because I get more for my pour. Excuse me. So I'm about to put my gloves back on because I put my hand on the for weigh down, and this takes 2 hours. Oh, it's getting hot. This takes 2 hours to cure. Sometimes I may leave it on there for more than 2 hours just to get that hard consistency that I need to remove this, because I definitely need everything around it to be hard first before I remove this. I shouldn't have. Okay, here goes the first pour. And right now I could tell that it's going down to the belly. So that's not going to be a problem because I can always come back in there later to remove what's in the belly once it's cured. Because once I remove the nickels, I just take my little weaving tool and weave out what didn't stick. So now I got the height that I need. So like I say, I got the height that I need for this to harden. And then I will come back and show you guys how I create. So when I come back, it will be just to show you how I create the middle piece after the outside piece is already hardened. That's where the clear resin goes in at. Once I do that, I did it before with just the clear resin, and it turned out to give me an egg-shaped stomach. So I said, no, we're not gonna do that again. This time, like I showed you on the rose gold bear, this time we're gonna just wait until the outside is hardened, then go back and do the round belly. Oh yes, I'm a scraper. I'm scraping for all my resin. Like I say, this is not cheap. And I'll show you what I'm using. I had little problems with it when I first got it, but this is what I'm using. The unicorn. This is A. And this is B. So this is what I'm currently using. So to take my bubbles out, all I do is just, like I said, take that 91% alcohol and just go in and just pop it. Yeah. And sometimes I normally put something here to actually for heavy weight, like the bubbles will come up. But because I notice when I push down weight on it, this will fall in. So I try not to do that. Yeah. So when I come back later, what time is it? Alexa, what time is it?
It's 2:23 a.m.
So when I come back about 4ish, sort of like, or maybe later on today, I will post a part 2. By then it should be completely hard, and in the middle or semi-hard. I don't want it to be completely hard because I need the white to go together. Oh yes, and also I turn this inside out. The reason why I turn it inside out, because the last one I had ridges, and my first customer, she realized that I still had measurement cups inside the in the bear. I was like, I didn't see it, I didn't notice it until she pointed it out, but she was okay with it. She didn't complain. I didn't notice it either because the way I had the cup tilt, and I used marbles the last time. But yeah, this is how I make the teddy bear. Later on today, I also will be making one for Easter. So we're going to try out an Easter egg one. Got this from Amazon again. This is from Amazon. I think this was like 6 cents some change for this little bear. Yeah, you guys. Thank you for watching. Until later on. Bye.